My question is to the Minister for Education, who is representing the Minister for Climate, Environment and Water in this House. How many of the 400 staff who have been trained to safely collect birds affected by or suspected of being affected by H5 bird flu will be deployed to Port MacDonnell and surrounding coastline? And with your leave and that of the House, ma'am, I will explain.
Leave is sorted. Leave granted? Leave's granted.
With Port MacDonnell and surrounding coastline experiencing some of the highest numbers of affected birds in the state, local wildlife carers and members of the public are being advised not to collect sick or deceased birds themselves. Given the scale of the impact in our region, I would expect a significant number of these 400 trained staff to be deployed to the Port Mac area, and I seek clarification from the Minister as to what number that may be.
Minister for Education, representing the Minister from the other place.
Thank you, Speaker, and I thank the member for his question and for his advocacy for his local community. Given the considerable concern that your community must have in regards to the bird flu. Now, I understand from the Minister in the other place that PIRSA has trained more than 400 personnel across South Australia, and this includes 29 personnel that have been trained in Mount Gambier last week. And an estimated further 30 personnel trained through other recent activities. In regards to the staff in South Australia, they're provided with task-appropriate personal protective equipment, including P2 N95 respirators, eye protection, disposable gloves and coveralls, and also washable footwear. Collection staff are then instructed to avoid direct contact with carcasses, follow safe handling and bagging procedures, maintain hand hygiene, and clean and disinfect equipment, vehicles and footwear. Staff must also follow site-specific risk assessments and report any PPE failure, contamination or potential exposure immediately through established channels. In regards to signage in your the local community, I'm advised that signage is already in place in Robe and at Port Mac, covering coastal parks and boat ramp public access areas. Additional signage is being distributed to councils across the region for installation where and when appropriate. And the signage obviously supports public awareness and provides guidance on reporting and avoiding contact with sick or dead wildlife. Signage locations may be adjusted as the situation develops and in response to wildlife mortality reports, public access and local conditions, and councils will determine appropriate installation locations based on local circumstance. But we obviously understand our local members know their communities best, so it's always great to be able to provide your feedback directly to the Minister if you feel that there is signage that's required in other areas. The member, I'm sure, is also aware of upcoming community meetings. We have held 8 already, with 2 more to come. So we've held them in Galway, Kingscote, Yorktown, Glenelg, Robe, Port Parham, Berry, Port Adelaide, and we have 2 upcoming community forums, Golden Grove on the 24th of August and Port Mac on the 27th of August. So I appreciate the local members' interest and pleased to report to the House that 29 personnel have been trained in Mount Gambier last week.
Member for Colton.
Is to the Minister.